Greetings ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dwyrin, and this is my 25 Days of Go. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season. We're going to be going over another proverb today, and this one I do see a lot of queues make the mistake of doing. Let's see, is there a way to set this up on a board? You know what, rather than show it in an actual game, let's just go ahead and show what it is we're going to be talking about. Let's say that... that pains me to play. Let's say that we have a stone. Let's say, you know what, we can see it better third line, I think. Yeah, let's do third line. Yeah, that's better. Let's say we have a stone, let's say our opponent has a stone, and let's say that, I don't know, maybe a ladder works. So you want to think about, I want to cut this. I want to cut that small knight, right? I want to cut that small knight because maybe our stones are nice and strong, maybe his stones are kind of strong, but maybe, I don't know, we've got like some kind of thing going on here. And we just want to cut and like make problems and stuff, because maybe the entire rest of the board is nice and solid. Like this is like the only weak point we have, and dang it, we want to go after it. Now, some people tend to try to cut these small knights this way. They try to cut it this way, where they create this like diagonal of 3 stones. And the problem there is Black gets to strengthen himself before anything happens to this small knight. Like right now, we can be like, oh, you're so in trouble, boy. But you're not, because your stone's dead. You can't save it. You can save some of it, but if the goal was to cut this, then you just failed. There's no way we can save this one stone. You can say like, but yes we can Atari. But it doesn't matter because you can't connect here or you're dead. So then you might say, Roger, I'm going to Atari the other way. But that doesn't matter either, because after this, you're still dead. You can't connect that because the stone's going to get captured. So if the goal was to cut these stones off, then our stone being killed and that group connecting back up is kind of counterproductive. So the only thing that we can really do here is kind of play another kind of defensive move. At that point, Black can go back and think, well, you know, maybe this is okay enough for defensive purposes. I'm getting some shape here, we're fine. It's all good. We can try to run it out now, but now we've already defended one area, so we can defend the other area, so it's not just like 2 weak groups running around. We've got shape here and now we're out. That can be a problem. That can be a really, really big problem. Which is why we do not... we very, very, very rarely try to cut the small knight at the head. And instead, the proverb tells us that what we want to do is, if we want to try to cut this, we want to try to cut it at the waist, which is right here. We want to try to make it this way instead. We want to try and make it this way instead, because our group is nice and strong. There's ladder potential, which is okay, because right now it doesn't work, so we have to back out here, I suppose. Or maybe even here, but this is bad because we don't have to defend over there, so this is getting a much stronger attack, as you can see here. Even if our opponent goes here, for example, we can still extend up. The Hanite out of 2 stones, which we learned last time, is very, very large. So you know Black doesn't want you to get in a move like this, because after here, you're not doing so hot. So I guess we have to extend, because we can't let the Hanite take place, but then, you know, this is getting pretty strong. This is getting strong indeed. I mean, what about these guys? What about these guys? This group is fine. These getting like strength over here, so we have to play here. Even in the instances when, we actually have a ladder for ourselves with this cut, it's not always a good thing. It's not always a great thing. You might say, well, I guess I can only do this when I have a ladder, but not necessarily, because if this is a forcing move, that can be pretty big. Let's say, I don't know, let's just say Weird board, weird board. I mean, that forcing move could be an extension off the corner, for example, and then what? Black has to waste time taking and then give you, like, another move to play? Sounds good to me. Sounds great to me. So there's a lot more that we can do there when we strike, throwing stones all over the place. Sorry about that. When we strike at the waist of the small knight, as we can see here, rather than if we're crazy. Okay, that's not correct. That's not good. Rather than if we're crazy and try to essentially cut through the head. Because the head, this is now getting a nice base for itself. This stone gets to come out. Hard to follow up with. We can immediately see shape over on this side, right? Whereas the other way, not really going to see that short of a ladder being taken. Anything else, you are getting what you wanted. You are getting the two weak groups that have to worry about each other. And you are getting the cut that you were so desperately hoping for. So if you are guilty, and I know some of you are, because I've taught a lot of people, and a lot of people have been guilty about this, but if you are a guilty person and tend to cut this way, you might want to consider that you are not doing a good thing. May want to look for other moves as a result. May want to look for other moves. May want to be aware that the waist is the place where you want to do your cutting from. So take that into consideration next time you're playing a game. Definitely want to go and do that as opposed to the other. Hope that works out for you. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another proverb. Probably. Have a happy holiday season, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.